Welcome to the College of Liberal Arts Information Technology tutorial on the Software Center for Windows 7. Software Center automatically updates programs, the Windows operating system, and allows you to install, update, and remove software on your PC without the need for administrator permissions. Using Software Center, you can service your own software needs without IT intervention. To start off with, I'm going to show you how to open Software Center. There's two different ways you can go about it. You can click on Start, and in the search dialog you can start typing Software Center. You can click on Software Center right here, or we can click on the Start menu, click on All Programs, and scroll down till we find Microsoft System Center, and then click on Software Center to open it. If you see to the left here, we have a few different categories. We have applications, updates, operating systems, installation status, and options. You generally won't have to adjust any of the options in Software Center, as the default options should serve you well. But if you need to, you can check out the options and adjust them as you see fit. We're going to start with applications. Under applications, you both install, update, and uninstall third-party software, which includes Microsoft Office. Software such as Adobe Flash or other more or less standard software will update automatically on monthly intervals. And it's not something you typically have to worry about updating, but you can manually update them ahead of time if they're available. Like in this case, there is an update available for Adobe Flash. So all I have to do is click on the install button in this case to install the update. Sometimes you may see an update button, but generally it is an install button in Software Center. Software Center will install the application. We'll see some dialogues come up letting us know the status. It takes a few moments to update it. We're going to go ahead and click back on applications in the meantime. You can see the dialog has come up telling us the status. I'm going to try to install another application. We're going to try to install Box Drive. So I'm going to show you how to remove this then once it's done. As you can see, it initially downloads the package and then starts installing. Dialogs come up to let you know it's installing. Okay, it has finished installing. As you see, we have an uninstall button available. In most cases, you would restart your operating system before installing or uninstalling software, but to illustrate how things work, I'm going to go ahead and click on Install in the same area, and this will uninstall the application. I'm going to go back to Applications. I want to make note that most applications will update automatically, like Flash. But some applications you will have to install manually the updates. For instance, Mendeley or R. Some of these applications, especially in the case of R or any of the other data processing programs, you don't necessarily want to automatically update everything depending on what scripts you might be running, so there could be some situations where you have to strategically update the application at a specific time when you know that all your scripts have been updated for it. So for those reasons, there's certain software that we don't automatically update, but everything standard like Adobe Flash, Java, Firefox, Chrome, stuff that's standard installed software will update automatically. But you can come in here and force an update to happen by clicking on the application and clicking the install button like we did earlier. We're going to move on to updates. Updates is for operating system updates only. As you can see, in this case we have quite a few operating system updates. I'm just going to click on one of them and click Install so you can see the install process. Operating system updates can take some time depending on the amount and the size of them. I'm going to move on to the operating system category. In operating systems, as you see, we have an upgrade available for Windows 10 here. We're currently using a Windows 7 system. Under Operating Systems, what you will see is major operating system version upgrades. In this case, from Windows 7 to Windows 10. If you run one of the upgrades from here, you're just going to want to allow some time. It's going to take at least a half hour, 45 minutes, but I would allow an hour or two for it to happen. It is recommended, however, before you do something like this, that you make sure all your data is backed up to either an external hard drive or a cloud service like Box, for instance, or possibly Microsoft's OneDrive. We're going to move on to installation status. And in here we can see the status of all installs going on. And we can see in the status section anything that's currently going on, as well as the actual status after the fact. And then on install date, we can tell when the update's actually installed. So if we wanted to check and see when a particular version update happened, like for Flash for instance, we can actually see the date here in the install date list. That's pretty much it for Software Center. It's a pretty easy application to use and pretty powerful in that it allows you to update your operating system, possibly even versions of operating systems, install applications and update existing applications, all without IT intervention. If you have any questions or need support on using Software Center, please contact LibreArts Help Desk. Thanks very much for your time.